Welcome to the everyday adventures of the Wheelie Hogs. Join little Wee and his family, especially Nana, as they live their lives alongside friends and neighbours in Hoglington. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Miss Hurry Hog lives in the lane a few doors up from little Wheelie and his family. Little Wee is always very curious about her, as she very rarely speaks to anyone and always keeps herself to herself, which, Mama and Papa say, is up to her. Perhaps she is shy or just prefers her own company. But Mama and Papa also say, always say hello and be kind, even if you know you're not going to get a reply. So, little Wheelie does. He always says hello and actually always gives Miss Hurry Hog an extra big smile when he sees her, just in case she needs it. This particular morning, Miss Hurry Hog is hurrying around her house as usual. She has lots of unusual and interesting collections of things everywhere, and as she wheels around, she always talks to herself. Hurry, 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 Miss Hurry Hog, lots to do, lots to do. Miss Hurry Hog hurries down the lane to do some shopping. Hurry, hurry, I must get to the shop, she tells herself as she continues her journey. She reaches the bottom of the lane, crosses the road and makes her way to the Hoglington village shop, still in a hurry. She opens the door in a hurry, of course. Hello, Miss Hurry Hog, say Mr. and Mrs. Daisy, who run the village shop. How are you today? They say merrily. Miss Hurry Hog looks at them both and says, Hello, hello, I'm fine but in a hurry. I must get my shopping done and must hurry home. Lots to do, lots to do. Mrs. Daisy says, Let me know if you need help with anything. Miss Hurry Hog doesn't appear to have heard Mrs. Daisy's offer of help and hurries around the shop, filling her basket with items. Hurry, hurry, I must hurry, she tells herself as she wheels around. Suddenly the door to the shop opens. The bell on the door rings as always, and in wheels little Wee and Nana. They had come to get some baking supplies as they were going to have an afternoon of baking today. Little Wee and Nana say hello to Mr. and Mrs. Daisy, the shopkeepers, and begin to look for the items they need. As little Wee wheels up and down the aisles, looking for chocolate chips and icing sugars for the cakes, he doesn't see Miss Hurry Hog heading straight for him, in a hurry, and bumps straight into her. Oh, ouch, shouts Miss Hurry Hog. You should mind where you are going, young hog. You have made me spill my groceries all over the floor. Little Wheelie apologises and helps Miss Hurry Hog pick up all the spilled groceries. I didn't see you coming, Miss Hurry Hog, I'm sorry. Never mind with all the apologies. Why didn't you stop for me? Why didn't you move out of the way? Miss Hurry Hog was very annoyed and continues to say, I haven't got time. I haven't got time. Can't you see I'm in a hurry? Lots to do, lots to do. And with that said, Miss Hurry Hog paid for her shopping and wheeled off out of the shop in her usual hurry. Mr. and Mrs. Daisy, the shopkeepers, Nana and little Wheelie all looked at each other, and little Wee burst into tears. I didn't mean to bump into Miss Hurry Hog, he said. I really didn't see her coming. She was in such a hurry, and I did apologise, and I did pick up all her groceries off the floor for her. Nana and Mr. and Mrs. Daisy, the shopkeepers, comforted little Wee. No harm was done. Don't worry, little Wee. It was an accident. You did the right thing by apologising. It's all right. Nana paid for the baking supplies. Mr. and Mrs. Daisy gave little Wee a sweet for handling the situation so well. See you again. Enjoy your baking this afternoon, they said, and waved goodbye. Little Wee was feeling a lot better about his bump into Miss Hurry Hog. Nana said that Miss Hurry Hog is always hurrying around like that, but she doesn't mean any harm. She has always been in a hurry. It's just the way she is. Later that afternoon, little Wee was hanging out in the kitchen, waiting for the cakes that he and Nana had baked that afternoon to cool, when there was a knock at the door. "I'll get it," little Wee shouted as he wheeled to answer the door. When he opened it, it was only Miss Hurry Hog standing there. "I don't have much time because I'm in a hurry, but this is for you, young hog." And she gave little Wee a lovely, big, oaty, sticky snack bar. "I too have been baking this afternoon," said Miss Hurry Hog, and before little Wee could say anything, Miss Hurry Hog turned and wheeled off in a big hurry up the lane to her home. Little Wheelie was a bit surprised and didn't really know what to think. Nana was in the kitchen and heard everything. "Well, little Wee, that's Miss Hurry Hog's way of apologising and making amends. Maybe she feels that she was a little too cross when you bumped into each other." Little Wee asks what making amends means. Nana replies, "It's a way of making things right and saying we're friends." Later that night, after dinner, little Wheelie got to enjoy some of the big, oaty, sticky snack bar from his new friend, Miss Hurry Hog. Until next time, roll with the wheelie hogs.